This is the JF Berns Servo Auto Champ. This is a special design right now for a customer that is robotically loading this. So they are using a different type of chucking mechanism that is a self-centering device. The normal Auto Champ comes with a 3-jaw chuck with a rotary actuator, which is much safer because the movement is smaller and you can't get your hands caught in it. But this is going to be in a robotic cell. So what you can see is it has a stop, which automatically cams up with the movement of the machine. The cutter head right there, which I'll move it around. You can see it is a 8-sided carbide, standard carbide insert. Also, the head is rotated through a true spindle with tapered roller bearings, and then through a gear reduction, and with a 2-horsepower servo motor, or 2-horsepower AC motor with a variable frequency drive on it for this application. The drive forward is with a servo motor, and so you can adjust the rapid, you can adjust the slow, cut speed, depth of cut, home position, so it gives you a lot of flexibility, and it also allows a teach function for quick changeovers. It is controlled with a 6-inch touchscreen, which gives any fault indications and lots of diagnostics information if there's any problems. It is also very easy to set up by quickly going through your setup screens. The quick setup allows you to jog the chuck open and close. Also releases the servo. When you release the servo, it allows you to move it forward to teach the position. I can show that real quick. So I'll go here. Go out here. Release the servo. Now we can head forward. And when it's at the right position, all you do is teach the cut start position, and it'll load that variable in. Also, got the cut changeable, and you go. There are normal variables that, like home position and speed to cut, that don't normally need to be changed, but they are available for special functions. We also, on small diameters, you may have to move the stop arm forward. It will save in a recipe the position of that stop arm. If the diameters are all 1/2 inch or greater, that stop arm position won't need to change. There is also a test cycle where you can run a test cycle on the bar, and then you can either enter, for example, cut depth. You can either enter a new cut depth value, or by pressing the left button it increments it up, the right button increments it down. On the cut depth, for example, it is 10,000. On this one, it has a variable frequency drive, which you can change the rotation speed. And then also the cut speed has the same incremental change, which you can change on the fly. While you're doing the test cut, you can change those numbers. So then that will allow for a quick setup. Go back to the run screen and start the machine. For diagnostic purposes, for example, main select, input, shows the status of all the inputs, shows the status of all the outputs. And then there will also be servo diagnostics, variable frequency diagnostics, And then the other nice thing on the setup, which I forgot to mention, is the recipe. Right now we are set up for 10 sizes, which you can store, and you can actually give it up to a 10-digit part number. That not only takes numbers, but will also take letters. So you can store your sizes here, give it a name, and then reload it from the same screen. And then on the run screen, the actual size that you type will be shown up in the upper left-hand corner. We will now demonstrate the machine and also do a changeover. It's a special application, as I mentioned, robotically loaded. Normally there will be a sensor on the stop arm that senses when the bar is in place, causing the clamp to close. And once the clamp is closed, the chamfer head goes forward. With this application, the robot's going to tell us when it's in place. So what we're going to do is just manually give it a signal through a push button. Also note that no guarding is shown on this unit. Next, what we will show you is how to do a changeover. With the servo setup, it is very quick. First thing it does is you release the servo, push the bar in, you're manually clamping it. We will loosen the tooling. It in, so it just touches the bar, tightens it back down, and then it goes over to the touchscreen and pushes the teach button. That's caught that position. So now it will wrap it up to within a 1/16 of that location, and